Today is officially the first day of 2025, and that means I gotta start my resolutions. I know that's gonna be a little difficult because I'm giving myself like 5 or 6 New Year's resolutions, and it's good to have just like one New Year's resolution so you could really follow through with it. But I'm giving myself a lot because I have big plans this year. My first resolution is something that's pretty small. It's just something that I don't want to do. I meant to do it in 2024, but I just kept pushing it off. And so I think I should commit to it in 2025 and hopefully like today. Probably not today. Like in a week. I'll give myself a week. And this goal is to organize my phone. I have this terrible habit of just leaving stuff open because I think I'll go back to it and clear it out. So my tabs just constantly build up, and all my passwords are in my photos instead of my notes tab. So I want to create a notes tab and just put all my passwords because my camera roll is just filled with half naked pictures of me and my passwords and like all the amount of money I make because I'm a super rich guy. So whenever I do play photo roulette, people don't see the bulge of my penis. That would be great.
I'm gonna be so for real. I have yet to clean out my photos. I still have the bulges of my penises and all my passwords and my camera roll. But I did clear out my tabs. And that's only because I deleted Safari and downloaded Google Chrome. But you know what? It counts, baby. That's something, you gotta give me some credit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Guys, I don't even know what I was like talking about in that last clip. Like bulges in my penises. What, do I have multiple penises? And why am I trying to justify my actions? Like, you're not committing to your cause. You're not following through with your resolutions. You're still just the same old person. Like, come on.
My second New Year's resolution is to learn languages. There's 3 languages that I've like always wanted to learn in my lifetime. The first one is Spanish, and I speak a decent amount of Spanish. My second one is Sweden, and I have been practicing a little, but not as much as I would like to. It seems like a good place to settle down because nothing really happens in Sweden, and the people just seem really nice. And the third one, and this is just kind of like a guilty pleasure one, is Korean. Listen, my reasons for wanting to learn Korean is very niche. I really enjoy the handwriting system. I think it just looks very beautiful, and the way they speak, I don't know what it is, but I love the way it sounds. And yes, season 2 of Squid Game definitely reinvoked this idea of wanting to learn Korean again, because I tried before and I didn't really commit to it. So I don't plan to learn all these languages at the same time. I think Korean I will definitely push back a little. I want to keep in my head that I want to learn all these languages because it's like these are the languages that I've been interested in the most. And I think it'll kind of help me articulate my words better because that's something I struggle with a lot, even though I just use the word articulate. My next goal / 2 goals is to run 15 miles and a 5-minute 40-second mile. This latest December, I completed my goal of running half a marathon and a 6-minute mile, and I'm very proud of that. Every time I run, I get like a boost of confidence. So that's why I just love running. And my last goal is kind of lame. It is to work on my content creation and video editing skills because YouTube is something that I've always enjoyed and I would like to improve my skills upon. That's really about it. Hopefully I don't lose them all by February. Now, instead of listening and ranking to every album that came out in the year of 2024, I'm just gonna rank the 10 albums that I did listen to in 2024. And I'm gonna warn you, you are gonna disagree with my picks, and I'm sorry about that, but this is my opinion. And for all the other albums that came out this year, I'm just gonna hit it with a too long didn't read. I'm sorry. In 10th place, we have Charm by Clairo. It's not that I didn't enjoy this album. I remember enjoying it the one time I listened to it, which is why it's in 10th place. I had to listen to the full album on a run, which really isn't the best mood for a run. I remember thinking, yeah, the album sounds okay. It's good. I enjoyed it, but I just don't remember any of the songs besides my two favorites, Sexy to Someone and Juno, which are great songs. This next one is very much an unpopular opinion. Like I said, I like these albums. I just want to let you know that these 10 albums are the only 10 albums that came out this year that I fully listened to. So in 9th place is Bratz. Okay, this is a good album, but I really can't get into the mood of this album unless I'm at a club. And there's like a few songs that I really enjoy, and there's a few songs where I'm just like, this isn't really a pop mood for me. This isn't the club classic kind of song. The first time I decided to listen to this album, I think I stopped listening to it after the third song. It's definitely grew on me since then. To be completely honest, if everyone didn't hype this album up, I probably would have never picked it up after the first listen. In 8th place is Bando Stone and The New World by Childish Gambino. The reason why I rank this album so low, because I do really enjoy all the songs on it, is that they're kind of all over the place. And I like to listen to albums in full, so just hearing one song that has a completely different tone from the next, it just throws me off completely. But I think this was a very experimental album, and I'm looking forward to the movie if there is going to be one. I'm kind of confused about it. There are many great songs, with the obvious one being Lithonia. Other good ones though that are kind of like under the radar are Yoshina, Dadvocate, and Can You Feel Me? And I feel like a lot of people are not gonna like Can You Feel Me because it has the ABCs in the background going like 5 times. So you get to hear the alphabet. I think it's a good way, if you're a kid, to learn the alphabet. But I imagine that's a really annoying song for some people, but I love it for some reason, and I don't know why. And 7th place is Mental Radio by Whitey. I feel like this album, if I'm in a down mood, it's a good pick-me-up. The song A Simple Song just really encourages me to like do whatever I have to do in the moment. So if I'm like pushing off something, I put on A Simple Song. That whole album is filled with bangers, with I'm Alright and Boxes, Squares, and Rectangles. The 6th album is Dayglow by, believe it or not, Dayglow. It really makes sense why this is a self-titled album, because this just screams Dayglow. In a way, I feel like this album is a lot like Brat because it just has such a fun vibe to it. And I think that's what Dayglow is really known for. What knocks it so far down is that it's not necessarily cohesive, but then again, that's kind of what I love about Dayglow in the first place. I think every song is about on the same tier, but my personal favorite is Every Little Thing I Say I Do. In 5th place is Clancy by 21 Pilots, and this is certainly the best counter addiction album. It's also a very good run-in album, especially when the first song that opens up is Overcompensate. Another thing I really loved was everyone dressing up and doing the video for Lavish. That was so cool just to see everyone's videos. In 4th place is Alligator Bites Never Heal by Doechii. Again, this is another fun album, especially with Denial Is a River. Denial Is a River has got to be the most fun and creative song I've ever heard. I love that song so much. Nissan Altima is another good workout song as well. In 3rd place, we have The Alexander Technique by Rex Orange County. A lot of people dislike this album, and I gotta disagree with them. I love Rex Orange County, and I can understand why people wouldn't like this album. It's certainly not his typical genre. This album is by far way more depressing than his last few albums, which I dearly love. And if you know why, you know why. I'm definitely glad that he kind of switched his direction with this album. I think it was very personal. The best songs on this album are, without a doubt, first of all, Look Me in the Eyes. That is a great song. A few others, 2008, Alexander, And I want to say a whole bunch of others, but like I really do enjoy that album, and I think you should check it out. I think you should give it a shot, let it resonate, and form your own opinion. And second place is Chromacopia by Tyler, the Creator, and I love this album. I think the main reason why I enjoyed this album so much is because Daniel Caesar played a huge part in this album with his features, and I'm pretty sure he co-written a lot of the songs on the album, which makes a lot of sense to me because that had Daniel Caesar written all over it. And personally, I love Daniel Caesar. He's my favorite like singer, not my favorite music artist, but I think he has the best voice. I love Never Enough, Fruitian, I think that's how you pronounce it, and Pilgrim's Paradise. Daniel Caesar is just the best. And in first place we have Model by Wallows. Now I have so much love and respect for this album, and yeah, they're like my favorite artist and I got to see them live, so I'm pretty biased and it's probably not as good as I think it is, but I don't care. It came out at the perfect time for me because I was kind of going through a breakup. I know, cringe. The songs very much touch on like the feelings that I were feeling at the time. Wallows certainly killed it on that album. Dylan, Cole, Braden, you are all the goats. I do have a top 3 for this album, and that's Your Apartment, Canada, and You, Show Me Where Your Days Went. Anyways, that was my little ranking to make up for that lie I said on that community post. So that's it for today. I will see you guys tomorrow.